Hey guys, DT here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're here for the first time. Today we're jumping into a brand new episode of Boom Beach, and today I'm switching my troops and going away from my beloved combo of Skookas, and I am going for Skookas instead. So of course I have to have my ladies in the combination, but I decided to take out the man and swap them in for the Scorchers. And first I'm going to show you a replay. This was the first attack that I've done, and basically I believe this was a zero casualty attack, which was really awesome because most of the time when I do a traditional hookah combo attack, I do end up losing quite a few troops. So being able to do an attack with zero casualties is of course an ultimate goal, so that is something that I'm going to work towards. And I've done quite a few attacks using the Skooka combo, and basically every single one of them was a victory. Some of them I will end up losing troops, some of them I will end up walking away with zero casualties, but the goal is to fine-tune my strategy and kind of fine-tune my deployment and make it so that I do not lose any Zookas and do not lose any Scorchers. So when I typically would be going with heavies and Zookas, I'd be worried about taking out the shock launchers and rocket launchers, but now the only worry that I have are the boom cannons. Even the cannons I'm not really super worried about because I'm able to actually get through those pretty easily. So let's go ahead and take a look at this replay, and then I will show you multiple attacks that I've recorded while I wasn't able to commentate. So I'm just kind of going to show you what happened there. As you guys know, I do have a full-time job, so I end up recording a lot of these when I am on the train going to work, on a lunch break, or in the free time when I get home and I'm way too exhausted to actually turn the face cam on. So I hope you will forgive me for that, but let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at 4 more Skooka attacks, and you will see how totally beautiful they are because the Scorchers, they flame it all up, and the Zookas certainly do pack the power. So I am ready to go into the battle, and ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a good one. Let's go ahead and jump into a first one over here, and I absolutely love the combo. I am still working on fine-tuning the strategy because my deployments tend to be a little bit sloppy at times. I need to figure out exactly how to deploy in such a way that my Zookas do not get hit up, that they're always behind the shield of the Scorcher. So first of all, I'm going to take out a few of the boom cannons, and I'm not going to take them all out because that will mean that I will not have enough GBE to deploy, and that would be a very terrible situation because each Scorcher takes 12 GBE to deploy. So let's go ahead and keep that in mind. And if you guys personally use Skooka combo all the time, go ahead and let me know if you have any tips and tricks that you would like me to test out because this is my first time fully switching to Skooka for a decent amount of time, because before I would play it here and there, but I've never took the entire couple of days and did nothing but Skooka attacks. So that was really quite exciting, and I really quite enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any tips and tricks for the Skooka. Right over here, the deployment was actually quite on point up until the time when I had my Zookas walk into a few mines and get taken out, but they actually were staying behind the Scorchers, which meant that they were not getting hit up by the rocket launchers. And once more, those 2 mines in the left-hand side corner took out a handful of my Zookas, which I of course have to keep in mind, but I just wasn't quite paying attention there, and that's what happens when you stop paying attention. Okay, so once I'm done over on the right, I'm going to reflare because I do not want to take out every single defense building, every single economy building. The final goal is to take down the HQ, so we're gonna regroup and kind of go for the HQ. And while there is a boom cannon up above the HQ, I have to be really mindful of it because it will take out my Scorcher really quickly. So I don't have enough GBE to shock it, so my best bet here is of course the critters, and I'm gonna go ahead and just play it all out because I only had 7 GBE left, or 12 GBE left, and only enough for 1 artillery shot, and I'm gonna throw that, and we are looking at the victory. I lost 1 Scorcher and I lost a handful of Zookas, But all the Zookas were really lost because of the mines that I did not take out. Boy, do I wish that I threw one box of critters in that left-hand side corner, because that would have saved me about 20 Zookas. And let's go ahead and jump into another attack over here. All the troops are ready, and we are ready to rock and roll again. And I do think that I'll be using the Skooka combo much more from now on when I'm doing loot pushes, because I still am trying to upgrade a ton of my buildings. And speaking of the buildings, a lot of you guys have been asking me to post a video on the best base layouts for HQ level 19 to 21. I'm currently at HQ 21, and personally I am not a huge defensive player anymore. I did not spend a ton of time on worrying about my base layout, because I get majority of the joy from the game from attacking, but I will be happy to do that for you. What I think I will end up doing is, whenever I will be raiding bases and there is a base that's level HQ level 19 through 21, I will basically commentate on them and let you know why that layout is or isn't good, because that would be the absolute easiest way, and also would show it to you in action, and you'll be able to see, you know, what sort of troop combos work and don't work for that base layout. And ultimately, you know, the probably first half of the year of me playing Boom Beach, I spent a lot of time worrying about my base layout, because I really would get heartbroken every single time I would get raided and lose my troops, and I mean my loot. But essentially what I came to realizing is that no matter what you do, most of the time there is going to be a player who will be able to raid your base, because it is all skill set based, and even though, you know, you try really hard to build your base so that it's indestructible, I don't think there is such thing in Boom Beach as an indestructible base. And if you do have a base that gets raided all the time and is absolutely never raided, and you defend all the time, do go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I will be thrilled to hear that. I'll be, first of all, really happy for you, and second of all, I'll probably ask you for a few tips on the base layout. But here is the attack on the base of Mr. Kaban, which is a Russian name, and it means a boar in English. So we did have a few casualties, 15 Zookas lost, but 0 Scorchers, which is great, because Scorchers do take a while to retrain, so I'm quite happy that we did not lose any. So let's go ahead and jump into another one. I was actually looking at a few more players, and I also am looking to get many more resource bases, because I am still trying to upgrade a few economy buildings, or a few of the defense buildings, and I do need resources constantly, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time in the next couple of days trying to get as many of the resource bases on my map as possible. And this one here is level 48 player, 471 VP, which is more than I currently have, and of course I need to push my VPs, but also I get raided a lot, and every time you get raided you lose 2 VPs, I am pretty certain. So let's go ahead and get through this one here. Buildings are not very high level, so defense buildings are going to be taken down relatively quickly with just a few barrages and artillery shots. Were able to clear out a lot. I am not going to worry about the shock blaster, because we've already seen that Zookas and Scorchers together are plenty capable of taking that out. So all of the boom cannons are out of the way now, so we're going to go ahead and deploy. Over on the right hand side, 2 things that I need to worry about here is the deployment, and of course having Scorcher be first before Zookas helps us out not to have Zookas be within the zone of danger. And this was really quite great. Initially at the deployment, Zookas did not get hit up, so I now have to worry about mortar. Of all things, the mortar actually causes plenty of damage to Zookas, because the range is really great. And now let's deploy our final Scorcher over on the left, so it is going to kind of distract the attention from the Zookas, and we are going to take this HQ down in no time. Keep an eye on the patch of Zookas on the right hand sides, because ultimately while all the troops are, you know, taking a tour on the base, those Zookas took down the entire HQ in no time whatsoever, and we did not lose so many Zookas. I think we lost under 10 Zookas here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the count was. We got 2 VPs, bunch of gold, and we lost 10 Zookas, right on point. Also, whenever I attack, I always try to make sure that my casualties are not going to be more expensive in terms of retraining costs than the gold that I'm going to earn. And surely if sometimes the gold is not quite there, as long as I get a decent amount of loot, I consider it an ROI positive attack. So my return on investment is positive. So let's go ahead and take over this resource base. Actually, this player and I can't read the name. I don't know actually what language that is in, but this player and I have been battling for this base quite a while now, for quite a while. We kind of go back and forth every single day. I take over and then the player takes over. I don't know if it's he or she. And so we kind of been going back and forth, and I just want Boom Beach to allow maybe like a purchase of a sign that says stay away, it's my base, so we can like put it right on the landing of the resource base. But I'm going to take this down in no time, and from what I remember, there were 0 casualties when I took down this particular base here. And I am just gonna have my critters to take care of the rocket launcher on the right hand side. The Zookas are perfectly grouped over here, and we are going to be able to take it down in no time whatsoever. And down it goes. We are now ready to move on to the next attack, and let's just go ahead and make sure that we had 0 casualties. I'm pretty sure there were 0 casualties. No casualties, hooray. So okay, let's do one more attack. I'm definitely having way too much fun, loads of fun with Skooka combo. So let's do one more so this video does not get way too long, but I've been attacking so much that I have so much to show you, so many replays and whatnot. And by the way, do stay tuned. I have an amazing video coming for you of the Operation Dead End, and that will be a first Dead End video that I recorded after the update went out, so you'll be able to see all the new prototypes and how our lovely team was able to get around them. And there are a few things that I'm going to talk about, including the Doom Cannon. Dear goodness, the Doom Cannon is a total killer now. So let's go ahead and move on to the next attack. No time to waste, we gotta hurry. Okay, so the next base is going to be a real-time player base right over here, and we are going to jump right in, take it over, and keep on moving and keep on booming, guys. So if you have any particular requests outside of the HQ layouts for defenses, please go ahead and let me know in comments below. I have a notepad over here on my desk where I write down all of the requests that you guys send me, and then I try to check them out as I complete them, because I do want to make sure that I address the questions that you have and make sure that you do get the information that you ask from me every single time. So if you have any comments, go ahead and drop them below. If you have any requests for Boom Beach videos, also drop it below, and I will do my absolute best to turn around as soon as possible and bring those to you. So this final base here is a pretty decent one, level 59 player, 441 VPs. I am going to take down one more of the boom cannons, and then I don't have a whole lot more GBE left to play with, so I'm gonna keep whatever I have and start deploying, because otherwise the Scorchers are not going to be able to deploy on the base. 12 GBE each, so all the Scorchers, all the Zookas are down, and we are starting to take down everything from the right hand side. The Zookas are just outside of the reach of the shock launcher on the right hand side, and I have to make sure that at all times the Zookas are behind the Scorcher so they don't get hit up by that shock launcher, because even though it doesn't cause a ton of damage, two of those hits and my Zookas all of a sudden are starting to disappear off the face of the base. So I'm actually going to go ahead and try to stick with the right hand side. I don't want to go further into the left, so I will keep on reflaring my troops and making sure that I can just finish the base off from the right hand side. I'm going to reflare once more, and then we will be able to finish off the base with minimizing the casualties, because the left hand side still had the shock launcher, the cannon, and rocket launchers and whatnot. So I'm going to drop a few of my box of critters, because that's all I had left, and I am going to patch up my lovely Zookas over here. Hopefully the critters will take another hit, and by the time it's over, the base is going to go down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm just having loads of fun with Skookas. If you use that combo, go ahead and let me know, or smack a like button to show support for Skookas. I'll catch you in the next video. If you have any requests, drop them in the comment below. See you soon.